My name is Jessika Caldwell, and I am so grateful for having the opportunity to grow up in Colorado Springs. I'm a Colorado native and grew up in the shadow of Pikes Peak, where my dad, a former basketball coach, and my mom built a basketball court in the backyard and kind of began the journey when we were really young to just fall in love with the game. First one's the next one to 10 in a row. And if you could really believe that and buy into that as a shooter, that at some point, as soon as you hit that next one, it could be that string that you were waiting for. As long as I continue to walk in the opportunities that God has placed in my life, that could be that next one, that could be that next big thing. And to look with such hope and excitement about not only what had passed, but what's to come. I so enjoyed my high school experience because I feel like I was able to do a little bit of everything, try a little bit of everything, and be so proud of the school that I came from. Especially at Coronado, we had such a team that was willing to just do what it took. That team will be one of my favorites. I was looking through some of the pictures and remembering kind of that time when we made it to the Final Four. And I'll look on that 2000 team with just a lot of joy and happiness. Trying cross country because I wanted to get in shape for basketball just kind of happened upon tennis. We made it all the way to state our senior year, which was so much fun, and joined student council and tried to do anything and everything to help promote school spirit and be involved in just the community as a whole. My favorite coach, probably of all time, was Doug Hugel. He told me that I was more than just an athlete and was able to breathe this life into me. I went to Baylor University and graduated in 2004 and played under Kim Mulkey. Not only is she so knowledgeable and intentional, intense also, I think what I was able to see about myself was that I was far more capable than I gave myself credit for. And she was able to pull that out of me. We weren't necessarily the best team in the Big 12, and we had an incredible turnaround and then ended up making it, at that point, the furthest that we had in the NCAA tournament ever. And then the following year, Coach Mulkey took the team to the NCAA title.
It's improbable to believe either one of these teams would have even been in the national championship picture as the 2005 NCAA champion.
You go back to last year. How much of the seeds of this were planted in last year's controversial disappointment?
We only talked about it one time. The experience that we went through helped us as a basketball team, but nothing more has been said about it.
You turned this program around in 5 quick years to this title here. What was the pivotal point in those 5 years?
Little things. The first year when we had a winning season and then we upset a ranked opponent. When you're building a program, you got to take the little things and make them monumental, and that's what we've been able to do.
Congratulations, Coach.
After college, I played professionally in Prague, Czech Republic, for a team called Sparta. And Prague is my second home. It's one of the most magical and incredible places I've ever been. I don't think you ever plan or prepare for the time where you're gonna take off the shoes and you're gonna put away the uniform for the last time. So much of my life and the opportunities that I had were cultivated and created by this game. The hard things that I have experienced is the loss of my dad, watching my biggest champion and cheerleader not have an opportunity to continue to watch me do what I believe I was created to do. When I moved home, I started to coach, and that's really where I figured out what I was meant to do. So I began that coaching journey. All the while I met my husband playing in a pickup basketball game. I beat him. It's okay, he still wanted to date me, so that's good. My husband's name is Tony, and we now have 3 kids. My daughter Emerson's 13, my son Bryce is 11, and my son Bowden is 8. I think as I had the call to come back home and coach at the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs, and I think there's no greater call to walk alongside young women, to encourage them in the God-given gifts and talents that they were meant to pursue. I loved my experience as a collegiate coach at the D2 level, especially in the RMAC and being in Colorado. Valor Christian came open and it felt like the right fit at a school that really does pursue excellence, but want to do that with that faith-forward focus. I hope to continue to provide them opportunities to see that there's life outside of what they do. I really have the desire to not do things for the awards or for the recognition, but truly just so that other people around me can feel encouraged and supported and loved, and that I just did it to the best of my ability. And so to be able to be honored for the things that I was able to accomplish is truly gratifying.